Weekend Game Plan gets out into the community with Suburban newspaper sports editor Mark Lidbetter and the Amateur Sports Report.
Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Not bad. Trying to stay warm on this nice sunny day.
Oh, yes. I was happy my car started this morning with ease. That was a nice big relief. Hey, Mark, I actually have an amateur note for you. Someone just sent this to me. Matthew at TSN 690, by the way, if you ever want to email me. This gentleman, Peter Kaziris, sent me an email about a legendary coach passing away recently named Jack Baum, who coached in Saint Laurent. He coached as well for Collège Marie-Victorin and Vieux-Montréal, as well as at Concordia. So just condolences to the Baum family, B-A-U-M, former coach in the Saint Laurent area, dying in late February.
Yeah, I know the name. One of the good guys out there. You know, these coaches that are involved for the good of the players and stays with it for so long. Again, I'd like to add my condolences to the family as well.
All right, yeah. All right, let's talk a little GMAA. Now, GMAA, for those who don't know, is, I believe, the association that oversees the sports for high schools, correct?
Yeah, the Greater Montreal Athletic Association, and they try and wrap up their winter championships in basketball and hockey prior to the spring break, but the March break. But given there's so many schools involved now, there's a mix of spring breaks. But we do have a good slate of basketball championships that got accomplished this week, so we'd like to give them their due.
Okay, and yeah.
I'm going to start with Division 1. You had the Juvenile Boys Championship go to Riverdale High School.
Hey, that's my alma mater. All right.
I thought I'd lead off with that
one.
They beat Sullivan House 74-68. And,
go Spartans!
And Riverdale's Terrell Williams was the MVP of the game. Now, these are all Division 1, so in the Bantam Boys, Westmount was the 55-39 winners over the Loyola High School, and all the MVPs are from the winning side, and it was Isaac Yang getting the MVP honors in that game. In the Juvenile Girls Division 1, Miss Edgars and Miss Cramps, who had 3 teams go to the Division 1 finals, all 3 categories, they were in a squeaker. They won 44-42 over Villa Maria, and Haley Cott was the MVP for ECS. The midget girls saw LCC drop ECS 45-15, with Kaylee Schwartz getting the MVP nod. Bantam girls, ECS took that title 56-50, a little revenge as they beat LCC, with Christine Giraldo of ECS getting tapped as the MVP in that game. Now in Division 2, midget boys, Bialik was won over Royal West by 1 point, 44-43. And Nathaniel Even Hen was the MVP for Bialik. The Bantam Boys Division 2 champs are Hebrew Academy, who won 38-30 over Lauren Hill, with Eliyahu Kanu of HA being the MVP. Juvenile girls, West Island College, WIC, were winners 35-29 over Westwood High School, and Giovanna Rizzuto was the MVP. Midget girls saw Sacred Heart topping the study 37-20, and Jasmine Lightfoot was selected as the MVP in that game. Now, Division 3, this is the last division right now. The midget boys were champion is Burling Academy with a 65-55 win over Cooper, and Dakota Antoine of Burling took the MVP honors. Bantam boys, Cooper defeated McDonald High School 30-21, with Aiden Dress going as the MVP. Midget girls, Cooper took the game 30-24 over LCC, with Victoria Pachuluk of Cooper being the MVP. And the final championship we have right now is the Bantam girls Division 3. Cooper again winning 29-17 over Westmount High School, with Christina Sergakis earning the MVP honors.
All right, very good. Let's talk a little diving.
Yeah, the FINA Diving World Series is one of the premier annual multi-city diving competitions in the world. And this weekend and next they're in China, this weekend in Beijing, and next weekend in Gansu, China. There's 2 others. One will be in Kazan, Russia, and coming home to Canada in Windsor, Ontario. Now, these divers are invited to participate in the World Series based on their results from the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio. And the Canadian contingent in China for the first 2 meets has a definite home flavor from Quebec here, as 6 of the 7 slots are Quebec divers. You have Jennifer Abel and Megan Benfieto of Laval. You've got Melissa Trini of Beaulieu from St. Constant. You have Philip Gagne out of the town of Mount Royal, Francois Imo Dulac from St. Lazare, and Vincent Riendo from Pointe Claire, all competing in China these next 2 weekends. Not only that, the coaching staff for this one has Arturo Miranda from Montreal and Aaron Zivir from Terrebonne as the coach of the team in China for the 2 weekends ahead. So just a really solid performance for Quebec divers going to these events.
All right, let's talk midget AAA playoffs.
Yeah, the Laval-Montreal Rousseau Royal, they bowed Friday night from the midget AAA Jimmy Ferrari Cup. You know, they made a gutsy comeback and won on the road to win the first series, but they dropped 3 in a row. They were swept by the Levi Commanders, and last night it was a 3-1 loss at home as Levy will now advance and Laval is done. Now, the thing is, goalie Alexis Shank was in nets for all 8 postseason games for Laval-Montreal, and he was in the 3-star selection mix 6 of the 8 games for his performances. He ended after the 8 games with a .943 save percentage, which is really impressive.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is the Chateauguay Grenadiers, they might have lost 5-0 in Chateauguay last night, but they're still in the mix in round 2. They lost to Seminaire St. Francois, but that puts them at 2. They're behind the series 2-1, and they have a chance to tie it up at 2-2 in the best-of-5 series Sunday afternoon at the Chateauguay Multisports Complex with a 1:30 p.m. start.
All right, maybe they'll make Corey Crawford, their own Chateaugay's own, proud in that one. Mark, we're running short on time. Thank you so much. Again, sports at thesuburban.com. If you have any tidbit from Mark to cover in the paper or on this program every Saturday at 7:50. Thanks so much, Mark.
My pleasure. Have a great week. Stay warm, guys.